Hi guys, it's that time of the year again, which is Europe on screen. If you've been watching this vlog for at least a year, you may know that Europe on screen is like a tradition for me. I always go to the festival every year, with or without a boyfriend. And if you don't know, Europe on Screen is a film festival here in Indonesia, and I'm pretty sure it's also held in various other non-European countries as well, where a lot of European embassies band together to bring a lot of movies from various European countries to be screened across various venues and various schedules. Especially here in Jakarta, there tend to be like more than 3 venues being used, and I really love moving through one venue to another to be able to watch all the movies that I want. So today I'll be watching my first Europe on Screen movie of the year. I planned on watching like 2 movies, but I'm not sure if I would be able to catch one of them. My plan this year, since I'm just going by myself for the most part, is to be able to catch as many movies as I can, so that I can like draw illustrations from each title as per usual. If you watched last year's vlog, unfortunately, I did not finish the illustrations that I set out to do. Hopefully this year I'll be able to show you the actual finished illustrations at the end of this vlog. My goal is to just like keep it simple. Don't be too ambitious, just keep it as easy to finish as possible. Maybe have like a system to bring together all the illustrations like I did in 2024. I quite like this series. This is like the first Europe on Screen inspired illustrations that I particularly love. But yeah, so that's my plan. Also, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, I cut my fringe. Yes, it's too short. Yes, it's gonna grow back. So let's get that out there. I particularly do not mind it. I've always loved micro bangs. Maybe this is more like a nano bang. I don't give a shit. But yeah, that's why it looked kind of different. I'm kind of running late already, so I guess let's just get going. Come with me. It's the next day. Yesterday I watched my first Europe on Screen film of the year, which is this Norwegian film called Ingen kommentar, or in English, No Comment. I'm sorry if I butchered that Norwegian language. It follows this female prime minister from Norway, supposedly, whose husband has been involved in an insider trading scandal, which is calamitous for her, because if her husband does insider trading with her connections and her unlimited amount of information, it could lead to economical monopoly. It just did not look good for her. And when her husband refused to cooperate, she decided to assemble a ragtag team of people who would help her do damage control on her PR. And it is such a funny movie. I absolutely loved it. I recommend it to everyone. Everyone in the theater laughed their heads off. It was a very beautiful film. I love the visual comedy so much. And I think a lot of the comedy actually comes from the fact that Alma decides to recruit one of her college friends who nobody in the team really trusts. So that kind of creates an internal tension among them. And on top of that, with her relationship to her husband as well, in the wake of all this scandal. I actually fell asleep towards the third half of the film, which I'm not proud of at all. I must have been super exhausted, but I enjoyed the experience all the way through. I don't know if I would have time to do the illustration for that first film now, because I will be going out to see 2 more films from the festival soon. So either I would try to take some time and do the illustration at home before I go, or I would probably try to do the illustration while I'm there and waiting for the next screening to start. But we shall see. Or maybe I'll spare some time in the next few days to do all 3 illustrations of all the movies I've watched since today. But yeah, so I just want to update you on that. I guess I'll see you soon. Hi guys, it's the next week. It's Saturday today. I was supposed to catch another Europe on Screen movie today, but just didn't have the energy to do that right now because I did a whole week of overtime and I've been sleeping at like 2 a.m. for the past like 3 nights. So no, I'm not gonna do that today. Instead, I'm just gonna chill at home and get you up on the last movies that I watched. So last week I watched 2 movies at Salihara. It's kind of like back to back. The first one is called Les Barons, the Baronesses, which is kind of like what I would imagine Sex and the City would be like if it was like written by a middle-aged Muslim woman and directed along with her son. I find the story really fun. It's super funny. The visual direction is out of this world. The story follows this middle-aged woman who finds out that her husband has a second wife because they switched phones accidentally. She and her 3 friends, who are all middle-aged Muslim women, decide to stage this play, this Hamlet play. Yeah, it was like a very modern twist of the old classic Hamlet. It's super funny, absolutely hilarious. I laughed the whole time, but also very heartwarming, very heartfelt. And then the second movie that I watched that same day was called Poison. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be pronounced Poisson because it is a movie from Luxembourg, if I'm not mistaken, starring the amazing Tim Roth, and it is a very understated movie in comparison to the other movies that I've watched so far because it only stars 2 actors. It basically takes place in the same place. So the story follows this couple who has been estranged for 10 years. They somehow reunited at this cemetery where their son was buried. It was a very raw take on loss and love and marriage and what happens after all that is kind of gone, you know what I mean? So yeah, very serious, very raw, and very it was heart-wrenching in a way. Yeah, so those are like the movies I've watched so far. So that's like 3 movies, and my plan is to catch at least 3 more movies tomorrow. So I'm just gonna go like back to back. If I can have it my way, I probably would watch like 4 movies tomorrow, but we shall see. As for today, maybe I think I would start on the illustration itself because I haven't done anything on that front, as you know, but also I would love to just relax at home and do nothing, just not be rushed to do anything for once. Let's go and do that.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. For all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest.
Hi guys! It's been well over a month since Europe on Screen wrapped up. If I'm being honest, the most demanding part of this vlog is finishing the illustrations. So I've been putting it off, but I thought today I have to wrap everything up because it's been going on long enough, and by this point, who knows if Europe on Screen is still pretty much relevant anymore. If anyone still even cares about it. But yeah, I thought I'll just power through and wrap this thing up real quick. I think last time we talked, I kind of like left you guys hanging with the 3 movies that I was planning to watch in one day. I thought I would talk to you guys about that and show you some of the process of the illustrations for that as well, before I show you the finished illustrations overall. So on the last day of Europe on Screen, I watched 3 movies. The first one is called V bin ich echt, which is an Austrian film, or the English title is called Peacock. The movie follows this guy who works as a friend for hire, and because of his job, this guy has somehow lost his entire personality and identity. He doesn't even know what he likes or doesn't like anymore. He always just adjusts with whoever he's with at the time. And that triggered him to kind of go like soul searching, looking for himself, as he has to face the fact that his job has very permanent effects on other people's lives. I particularly love this movie because it's so funny and unexpected, and it has that amazing Austrian humor that feels offbeat and kind of deadpan, which I absolutely adore. And then the second one is a Spanish film called Sin Instrucciones. By the way, I probably butchered that Spanish, I'm so sorry. The English title is Babies Don't Come with Instructions. It is a very unique story, I find, and super heartwarming, absolutely heart-wrenching. Also very funny though. The story follows this guy who lived life partying all the time, having hookups every day, and then one day he is reunited with this girl he had a one-night stand with, and she brought her baby. Come morning, she left the baby with him. Just like that, he suddenly has to change his entire life, and he ends up raising this baby alone. But then fast forward like 8 to 11 years later, I kind of forgot, the mother came back to claim her baby. Just as he was like settling into this new life and building a beautiful bond with his daughter, she comes back to fight for her custody. I think I cried during this movie. I laughed a lot, definitely, but I also cried because, well, it was heart-wrenching. Last but not least, I watched this really traumatizing movie, which is the most traumatizing of the entire festival. It's a Slovakian film called Otek, or in English, Father. The story follows a father who forgot that he left his child in his car in probably one of the hottest day of the year and end up killing his daughter. The movie has this amazing way of showing us the horror through the lens of this father who never intended to obviously kill his daughter, and was just as traumatized and as shocked as we are when he finds out that his daughter was actually still in the car, basically getting burned to crisp. It's called the forgotten baby syndrome, I think, when parents just kind of forgot that they have their child in the car and ends up either actually killing them or putting them in jeopardy. And honestly, it was super traumatizing because apparently it's the kind of phenomenon that can happen literally to anyone as they're trying to get through their day-to-day routine. In summary, this was the best Europe on Screen I've ever attended, because not only did I get to watch the most movies, I think, in the whole festival that I've ever done, all these years, I got to watch like 6 films in total, which is crazy. crazy. And with like 3 films on the same day, back to back to back, I think was pretty ambitious. And yet I managed to do it. I'm so thankful, so grateful. Also, all 6 movies are to my liking. Like, I love all of them so much. Obviously, like, I love some more than others, but I enjoyed them all thoroughly, which says a lot, because sometimes I would watch movies on Europe on Screen that I did not particularly care for, and this time that was not the case at all. And I think part of the reason that this was the best Europe on Screen is because I had set a goal of how many movies I wanted to watch, and I did not go with anyone, so I was able to, you know, move freely and move from movie to movie and really just, you know, check all the boxes, check all the lists. So that has been really fun. It has been really great. I absolutely love that. Not only that, I also managed to create all these beautiful illustrations as you see on the screen right now. I love that the illustrations this year has like a particular theme, so I'm like back on track of making a series of these Europe on Screen illustrations. It has been fun to make, super simple as well, just like takes time obviously because I have to finish the illustrations. So yeah, thank you for following along on this journey. I have no idea if you guys even watch Europe on Screen, if you care about film festivals, and if you care about like film inspired illustrations, but I've been loving this kind of content year by year, and especially this year I feel like Europe on Screen has been my tradition before my previous relationship and has been incorporated into my relationship, and now that I'm out of the relationship I still kind of want to own it as something that I love to do even if I'm just by myself. It has been kind of important for my personal journey to just reclaim Europe on Screen as something that I love myself, regardless of whether or not I have a partner, or if my partner likes it or not, or if my partner's interested in catching as many movies as I have and all that jazz. So yeah, it's been satisfactory for me. I guess since it's been technically a whole month since the whole Europe on Screen wrapped up, I just kind of want to end this video with a tiny personal update, but it's also actually pretty huge. So ever since the last time we talked, I have since become not single. Yeah, I just started a relationship recently, and I'm super excited about where it's gonna go. You probably will see more content of me and my now boyfriend more often. Who knows? I don't know. We're still exploring things. But yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye!